This is one of those videos that I don't really know where to start. It's been weighing on my mind for a really long time what I'm about to say. For anyone watching, I resigned from a secure role in real estate on the 16th of June 2025. Amongst everything that I've done over the past few months, I have been questioning literally everything that I do to the point where I don't really go out anymore. For the longest time, I have balanced so many things. For anyone watching, I run a podcast, and I'm over 90 episodes deep into that. A few months ago, I started to say to myself, I don't know how I can do this anymore. I post regularly or weekly on YouTube. I'm doing a weekly podcast. I'm doing regular short form videos. I'm trying to live somewhat of a personal life. It's just too much. About 2 weeks ago, I started a YouTube course with one of the biggest strategists on YouTube in the world. Having started that course, it gave me clarity on what I want to achieve from all of this. And that clarity resulted in what I'm about to say. I decided to stop the podcast entirely. And the reason for that is because I want to become one of the biggest YouTubers in the world. And I don't know how I'm going to do it. The sacrifice that will be required is going to be immense. For the longest time, I was like, no, I can balance this. I can balance my products. I obviously pack all my orders at home. That might not be obvious, but I pack all my orders at home. I manage the distribution of a product. I do all my editing. I do everything myself. And for the longest time, I was like, that's sustainable. I can manage it. But the past few months has taught me that I'm really only just human. And burning the candle 7 days a week is not sustainable. Having accepted that and the sacrifices that will be required, there is just no room for anything other than YouTube. My heart and focus will be entirely set on doing the best YouTube videos that I can do. And as I sit here right now, I think I might have said the date earlier, on the 25th of February, 2026, I am incredibly discontent with where I'm at. And I think that has been building up inside of me for such a long time. And I think that is a result of balancing too much. My goal now is to pursue that focus towards becoming the biggest YouTuber that I possibly can. I do not know how that is going to happen, but I know for a fact that it won't happen balancing a podcast. It's not going to happen balancing the short form content that I do, which takes me days. It's going to happen by having a clear, set, precise focus on doing the best long form videos that I can do. Honestly, it was an incredibly hard decision to make, but it's one that I hope to potentially look back on one day, because I would have known, or I one day hope to know, that I made the right decision in this moment. I am just so confident that I'm going to get what I want. It's not going to be easy. This pursuit so far has been incredibly challenging. There were times a few months ago where I was wondering whether I could sustain everything. What I said before about being discontent, I look at the videos that I'm doing now and I'm like, this is nothing, absolutely nothing compared to what I'm capable of. If you were to ask me whether I'm happy with what I'm doing, the answer is no. Having made this decision, I am confident that I am that step closer to achieving my goals. And I'm proud that I've made the decision to drop something that I genuinely feel like has been holding me back. Comment beef tallow and I'll send you one for free. The person that's sitting here right now backed himself into a corner, one that was impossible not to get out of. And by doing that, it gave him clarity on what he really wanted. I might have said this 3 times, but what I want is to be the biggest YouTuber that I possibly can. And there is genuinely nothing that will stop me from achieving that goal now. I'm going to be sacrificing so much more than my podcast to achieve these goals. There are things that I'm willing to do to achieve my goals that the average person probably wouldn't do. I'm genuinely willing to do whatever it takes. And I'm hoping that in the decision that I've made, those goals become a reality. I am confident that I will look back on this exact video one day and be proud of the person that's sitting here right now. If you were to ask that question to me now, there's an element that's proud. Of course, I back myself when some people that were close to me in my life didn't really back me at all. But I'm not at all satisfied. The next few months are going to be insane. I'm off to America in June and I'm going to meet up with some of the biggest content creators in the world. And I am wholeheartedly convinced that that is going to put me on a world map. I don't know what's happening on that trip that will potentially change my life. I don't feel like I've achieved anything of what I want. And perhaps this is a reminder to myself just to enjoy the process a bit. It's been an amazing few months, one that I know I will look back on with pride one day, but it's very hard to do that whilst you're in the thick of things. So to the future version of yourself, Darcy, thank you for making the decision that you have today. I don't know when I'm going to watch this video again, but I'm pretty sure I made the right decision. And anyone watching might think that's arrogant that I say that, but I know it will happen. That is my promise, that it will happen. Today is the 25th of February 2026 at 7:54 p.m. I have just under 18,000 YouTube subscribers. I have just over 60,000 Instagram followers, just under 50,000 Facebook followers, and just over, I think 52,000 on TikTok. The promise to myself and the commitment that I've made to achieve my goals, I know that that's going to be a lot higher one day. And I'm not sure what it's going to be on a 6-month, 12-month, 18-month horizon. But I know that it'll be incredibly high one day. And I know that I will have a global audience. So if you're watching this at some point in the future, feel free to comment down below. Let's just say how many subscribers I have on YouTube to make it easy. But feel free to check out my other platforms as well, because they're going to be a lot higher as well. Please don't think I'm arrogant for saying that, but it's just the natural course. There's no other way. I don't know what you're going to be thinking by this point in the video, but I'm glad that I did this. It was a fun place to get it out, but it'll all make sense one day. Trust me.